What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bryce with the Real Squad. As you can see, the studio is constantly evolving, but beyond that, let's get into this review. And today we got Gran Turismo. This is being directed by Neil Blomkamp, who did District 9, and still one of my favorite Alien movies to date. And funny enough, it was supposed to be a Halo movie from Xbox, but he didn't get the correct budget for it, and so he ended up doing District 9 instead, and he did a great job with it. So I was excited to see that he was doing Gran Turismo. And this is based off a true story. I didn't know this. For sure a PlayStation game, but the creator, Kazunori Yamauchi, wanted to make the perfect racing simulator game to bring it to everybody's home, basically. And he did a fantastic job in creating this game, because I remember playing this back in the day. Like, I loved the cars, loved the graphics, but that thing was so hard to play, and even harder if you had the steering wheel. And I remember trying to do it at some arcades every now and then. It was just too ridiculously hard, but it was always fun just to throw it in and, you know, look at the dope cars that they got. But now it makes sense because it was hyper realistic, so you actually had to know what you was doing to play that video game. And yeah, so this kind of blew me away a little bit, knowing that this was a true story where they got all the greatest Gran Turismo players to compete to see if they can, you know, go up against real racers. And this is, the main character is Jan Mardenborough, who actually played a stunt double for the person who was playing him, Archie Medukwe. And man, the relationship that Jan had with David Harbour's character, Jack Salter, was what made the movie. This got super emotional like a couple of times that I wasn't expecting. I was expecting, like, you know, a lot of action as far as, you know, racing and stuff like that, and like hypertension and, you know, biting your nails, sit on the edge of your seat, which that is all there, but it was the emotional beats and the camaraderie and friendship that was built between David Harbour and Jan Mardenborough. Man, like I said, it was a couple of tearjerkers in there. You also have Orlando Bloom in here, who was the one who plays the person who puts all this together, Danny Moore. If it wasn't for him finding Jack Salter, it probably would have never happened. So, like I said, this is based loosely. I'm pretty sure it's still loosely based, but based off a true story. So I want to see how much of that was correct. But yeah, man, David Harbour, I'm gonna have to say, probably stole the show for me, because he was just so captivating in this. It was crazy, man. He made this film so much more enjoyable. And Neil Blomkamp with the directing of the races, and how he can throw you into a race and have it simulate like a video game at the same time. I love that little tidbit that he threw in there. If I had any complaints with it, maybe the pacing was a little off at sometimes, but it was like a really big deal. It still made it enjoyable. You had to do your typical tropes in there. The family not believing in him, technically. It's your typical underdog story. I like how realistic it came to the races though, and how they kept it. I'm pretty sure they kept it real, pun intended, when it came to the different wins and losses that happened in here. I don't know if I mentioned this, but watching trailers can really mess me up sometimes. So usually I'll watch the teaser trailer, but I believe I'll watch the official trailer, and man, sometimes they play the trailer in order. And I don't know why they do that. I feel like back in the day they would kind of like mix it up, you know, might put this part here, which actually would happen over here, and what happened over here, put it there. But something happened in the trailer that I was pretty much waiting on for it to happen in the movie, and so I was able to, like, beat for beat, I knew what was gonna happen. So that can kind of take you out of the movie a little bit. But that's like me, like a nitpick for me. But if I had to rate this movie, I would go ahead and give it the real deal, a solid 8. I had a great time with this, and it, like I said, David Harbour and the relationship with Jack Salter and Jan Mardenborough, the relationship that they built in this movie made it so much fun, and like definitely had some rewatchability, and it was inspirational. Now, what more could you ask for in a film? And man, it's just nice to go to the theater and just be able to disappear into a movie, let it take you away without being knocked on the head with real life situations and stuff like that, or it shoving itself into the movie. But yeah, man, you guys let me know if you plan on checking out Gran Turismo this weekend. I highly recommend it. Hopefully this movie does well. Directing was really good. Acting was top tier. Had a great time. But I'm not going to keep you for long. Like I said, I'm still trying to put some stuff together here. So we will see you guys soon. It's always been real with the Real Squad. We are out.